But one
Mm.
thing that sort of links with like sort of the riots and protests is since everyone's sort of at home, right? Obviously, Corona time. Oh, chill, bro. Out at home.
Sorry, sorry.
Um, they have a lot of spare time. Like we all have a lot of spare time, and so people are obviously going to be getting bored. And when you're seeing protests outside your street, let's say you live in a city, you're more likely to get involved, and that's why I think we're seeing such big protests because it come at such a I don't want to say a good time. It's come at such a time where everyone's more likely to be on their phone and see all this media that they're going to
Yeah,
have a lot more exposure and a lot more eyes looking at stuff.
Yeah,
And that's why
yeah,
I get what you mean.
I think we've seen a big increase in people joining protests and stuff because of it. Like, because they have nothing else to do. If people aren't going to work, why not join a protest?
mm.
The
Yeah.
beauty
There's
of it
pros
is,
and cons though. Oh, sorry.
no, you go ahead.
All right, I won't be long. No, it's pros and cons because obviously, if and I agree with you, the fact that people are at home and maybe aren't as busy and they therefore can like reflect on what's going on more. If that means that we actually make some progress and these issues get traction, then great. Obviously, it's scary when you see such massive crowds of people and you're thinking, is that just going to mean that in 2 weeks' time we see a massive spike? I mean, so that's the balance, but I think it's good that people are able to have the time and focus to like think about these big issues going on. But yeah,
Yeah, I agree with you actually. I was going to
mm,
say that I think I think it's a real double-edged sword. It is because obviously the more traction it gains, it's going to be like a snowball. More people are dragged into it, and the bigger event is, the more easily people are persuaded to get involved. So the more people that get involved, the more people that might usually not. There are more of them that are persuaded to get into it. So I think that's the good thing in terms of making a difference for the movement. But I mean, like Herbie said, you cannot, in a pandemic, have huge amounts of people collect in one space for an extended amount of time and expect things not to go wrong in some way.
mm,
It would be beggars belief, and I'm sure we shall see the consequences soon. Like you said, maybe 1.5 weeks, we'll have a spike, I think, and it will be not too great. And they're gonna have to just restrict. They're just gonna have to re-restrict all the things that have been relaxed over the last week and so.